viewers. You're welcome to another edition of this lit program, Adulting on Campus. I am Goodness Ojo.
It is a program where we discuss issues concerning the youths on campus. You are tuned to Union TV. I am Blessing Abokondo.
On the program today, we are going to be talking about entrepreneurship and academics. That is, how easy or difficult it is for students to balance or combine being an entrepreneur and being a student together. But on the program today, we have two beautiful guests.
Before we introduce our guest speakers properly, let's go on a short commercial break.
We'll be right back.
I want all this money. Don't want to take the same step where I take last year when I work for me. Oh, Lord, as I dey grind, I dey hustle, bless me with this money. But on your hand that day, I say make you run out for me. Oh. If we don't make money, wait till we get. Wait till we get. If we don't buy the best, wait till we get. Wait till we get. If we don't get control, wait till we get. Wait till we get. If we don't make money, wait till we get. Wait till we get. Lord, you know what to me, how you don't talk, make you manifest, oh, Baba. This street now by grace of who are super say carry first, oh. Now your grace I take the leave and if you play attack and defense, so at the same time. And I thank you, Lord, say even when I the cast, you still give me the talent to give make I pass it. From the ring, now family they call, oh. If not be billing, now something they solve, oh. Anyhow you be, I'm a money is involved, oh. Oh, you are blessed because I know figure, oh. So much pressure, they make figure.
Welcome back, viewers. If you're just tuning into this station, this is Union TV, and we are currently on the program Adulting on Campus. We are going to be talking about students and entrepreneurship, how they can fuse the two together, right?
Yes.
So now let's introduce our guest. We have Miss Adiola Adewoye. Can you introduce yourself to our viewers outside?
Yeah, viewers at home, Ifelua Adewoye. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome, ma'am.
And we have a beautiful Miss
Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. You can see they look stunning and gorgeous, so we are so glad you're in the house with us this morning.
Thank you.
The topic is how easy or difficult it is to combine academics and entrepreneurship together. And we have a lot of questions on ground. So, Miss Oluwaseun, if I may ask, who is an entrepreneur?
An entrepreneur is someone who is not a salary earner or can be a salary earner but also have a side job. Okay. Someone that usually engages himself in vocational skills as a means of living, for example, tailoring, carpentry, and things of sorts.
Okay. I would like to direct the same question to Miss Adiola Adewoye. To you, ma, who is an entrepreneur?
An entrepreneur is someone who operates a private venture or business, someone who would take it upon him or herself to take the risk of having business, having to stand alone and do something aside from earning salary from someone or working under anyone. Okay. So that's an entrepreneur.
Okay, thank you very much, ma. So I would like to direct this question to Miss Shionfumi Fanimo. Ma, do you think it is advisable as a student to combine being an entrepreneur together with being a student? Do you think it's advisable for you to balance the two together?
Well, if you can find the balance, yes. But usually, people don't usually find the balance. There's this thing that says if you multitask, you don't give whatever you're doing your 100%. You're separate. You're giving your academic 50. You're giving your entrepreneurial skill 50. Do you understand? Mm-hmm. So, of course, if you want to juggle entrepreneurship rather with being a student, it's going to be a bit difficult. And it's going to be a big distraction. So it's best to just leave your entrepreneurial skill. Say when you're done with school. Then when you're done with school, you take it up from there.
So Miss Adewoye Adiola, what is your own take on the question?
Oh, with the look of things in this nation, welcome to Nigeria, where we find ourselves, where you go to school, you spend 7-8 years, and after the end of the thing, you just have to still cater for yourself. So how are you going to face the challenge out there if you are not an entrepreneur from school? How will you know your capacity if you don't start from school? Yeah. So I would say that it is very, very good and okay for a student to be an entrepreneur right from school, because you can test your capacity, you can know your marketing skill, you can know so many things. So it depends on how you're able to balance it. But I want to tell you that for a student who is able to manage him or herself very well, the best thing to be is to be an entrepreneur.
But don't you consider it as a form of distraction on the part of the students? Whereby you have
It's
to dedicate a little amount
a
of
little
time
amount
for
of time.
business and then another one for your academics.
You know, an adage used to say is that a master, a jack of all trade is a master of none. But I would say that is a lie, because I've seen a lot of people who engage in more than one thing and they are doing excellently well in everything they do. So it depends on how do you want to manage your time. The highest, you just have to cut out from sleep, from pleasure, and from other things. That is, when others are playing, you are not playing. When others are sleeping, you are not sleeping. If others are sleeping for 4 hours, you have to sleep for 2 hours, because you have something else you're doing that is not just education. So it will take you to be more dedicated to what you're doing. So it's not a distraction as it is.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Okay, I'm not trying to support or oppose anybody, but I know of a particular student. She told me she was into, she's an entrepreneur in school, but she said she had a particular difficulty. When she does job for people, they don't tend to pay her. They tend to say, okay, you're my friend, just do this for free for me, or just collect partial amounts of this. But I think that in a way, that is a way of limiting the student of not going into entrepreneur. In a way, I think the student should. She told me that should she stop or should she continue with being an entrepreneur on campus. According to you, ma, would I advise her to stop or continue, even with the fact that she's not gaining as much money as she expects?
Well, first of all, she shouldn't have allowed for friends and family into business. It ruins business. If you're going to be into business, you cannot have friends and family. You cannot have that. Once it's business, that friendship and that family bond stops or pauses. You understand? That now this is the thing. The only thing she can do now is to announce publicly that yes, from now henceforth, no more free services. Friends or family, no more free services. And that's one of the reasons why I said it's best when you do it after school. Now, listen, I'm a graduate here, and I'm looking for a job. When you're in school, there are a lot of things you are protected from, quote and unquote. But when you're outside, the desperation, when somebody comes to tell you, when you're selling, let's say, this tab, for example, it goes for 50,000 naira. And so if a family friend comes to meet you and say, I only have 30,000 naira. If you're in school, because you have money collected, you're collecting money from your parents or from your uncle or from whoever, plus you don't really have as much expenses as when you're in school. Like when you're outside school, you have to pay for electricity, you have to pay for your house rent, and all those things you don't have to do when you're in school. Now, when you calculate, I'll pay house rent too, I'll pay NEPA bill, koba. You by yourself, you understand? You will be able to stand on your feet. That decision will remind you in your head that no, I'm sorry, we are friends, but you understand I have to survive too.
Okay.
But now, as a student, they will be like, oh, please now, you're my friend. You understand? That's why I said it's best when you do it after school. Plus, there's this respect accorded to being a graduate.
Okay.
You understand? There's this. Okay, let me give you my own experience now. I do online publicity.
Okay.
Somebody texted me one day and said he has a shoe collection. He's a shoemaker. That's the normal way, right? Not a cobbler, a shoemaker. Like he makes shoes, sandals, and I said, okay, I need a publicist for the month. I said, okay, how much are you willing to pay? Say 5,000 naira.
Wow, for a month,
Yes,
5,000 naira.
because somewhere in his mind, I'm a student, I don't need that much money. If I was a graduate, he can't even tell me 20,000 naira, because he would think, okay, does she not have to eat, does she not have to pay house rent, does she not have to do so many things? Do you understand?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, you said something that you are protected from some things when you do it
When
as a
you're
graduate.
No, we are protected from some. Being a graduate, being an undergraduate protects you from some expenses.
Okay. That's very, very good. Okay, Miss Adeola Ademoyim, I would like to ask you, ma'am. Like now, going into business, what do you think is going to take? Like the things you are going to, no, going into business, it requires a lot of challenges.
Okay.
So what do you think is going to take? Like, okay, I'm ready to risk everything. What do you think I can do?
The first thing to take is determination. Before you can venture into business, in fact, you can't start anything until you determine. So you have to be determined that whatever comes from it, you're going to face it. You are not a success when you fail and you quit, because there will be a lot of failure. Like some people now, buying and refusing to pay is a kind of failure. It can discourage you and say, I don't want to sell again, I just want to face my studies. But your ability to pull through and continue and press on is what makes you an entrepreneur. So, that thing is a spirit. Entrepreneur is a spirit, is a mind. If you look at some people, you see them like they are born entrepreneur. They are so
That's
good
true.
at it.
Like me.
Legendary hustlers.
I'm telling you. And when you say some set of people, they are born administrative. When you look at them, they look office, they look official, they look like book.
Like my partner here.
Yes, some people are like that. So it has to. So at times, I want to say that this thing is like an inborn thing. You see, some people it's like they are born with business.
Wow.
And some people it's like it's just over time they just develop it. So first thing is that you have to be determined, and another thing is that you have to love what you're doing. If you love what you're doing, let the frustration come. You will still stand and say, no, I just want to do it because you love what you're doing. So you have to be determined and you have to love it. Not that there is no job. If you go into entrepreneurship because there is no job, you might not succeed. But even if there is still job, I have some friends that they will tell you that let a company be ready to pay me 500,000, I'll still go into business. So those ones, that they are not into business because of the fear of no job. They just want to be the boss, their own bosses.
No,
So
I
you get what
don't
I'm
think
saying?
that's greediness. Yeah, you're going to be collecting of like 500,000 naira and still.
It's not about the money. It's about you working at your comfort time. No one is disturbing you. No one is saying go and bring the file. You have a child that is sick at the hospital. Someone is saying you cannot go and check your child. No one is just directing you anyhow. And do you know that most times when you work for people, you are dedicated to the work. When you see those who work in the office, they go there 7 a.m. Let them start their own business. They'll start going by 11, like it is my thing.
My own.
But if you can dedicate as much strength as you dedicate to another man's work, to your own work, wow, you come out excellent.
Thank you very much, ma. So I'd like to ask another question. There's a difference between passion and there's a difference between passion and what you love. It's passion too. Like now, I love doing something.
Yeah.
It's not like I have passion for it. I just do it because I just feel like doing it. Maybe because of money, I want to get money, or I need money at a particular time, and let's say, let me just do this thing. But I don't have passion for it. Let me just say, okay, I want to do this because I need money. I don't have passion for it. What's the advice to that kind of student?
So can you take your question? I don't really understand.
Okay, like it's not like you really, really enjoy doing that stuff,
Okay.
but you do it because
You have a need to meet.
Yes, you have a need to meet up.
Okay.
Like you need a particular amount of money, and that job is just down there. You can do it, but it's not like you have passion for it.
Okay.
We have kind of students who just keep on doing it, even though I don't have passion for it. But I do it when I need money, and I get my money back.
Well, first of all, the basic human instinct is survival, right? We all want to survive.
Yeah.
And without money, you cannot survive.
Right.
That's just the harsh truth. So, whether you like it or you don't like it, if it's paying the bills, why not?
Why not go into it?
Wow, seriously.
Why not?
Wow.
Like, I write, and I've never, there's one time somebody dashed me 5,000 naira because of it. But apart from that, nobody actually pays me to write, but I write, and I write because I like it.
Okay.
But then I have other things I do that people pay me for. Not like I really like it, but I just do it because, well, it pays and things like that. If it pays, why not?
Okay. So I shouldn't I should forget about the thing of passion and just
No,
focus
you
on
can,
other
if
things.
you can pursue your passion
Okay.
at the same time, whatever brings in the bill, why not? Or if you intend to pursue your passion later, let's say for example, as the way I write now, let's say for example in the nearest future I want to take up writing as my full job. Like let's say I want to be a journalist, or I want to be a writer, a novelist, or something, a playwright, for example. I will need money now, right? I have to pay my publisher and things like that. Yeah, so whatever I'm doing that I don't like, but I'm doing it and it's bringing in money, I can do it, save up, invest it in my passion later.
Wow, that's good.
Do you understand? That's another way to look at it. So you don't lose at both ends.
Wow. That's very nice.
So I have a question. Do you think entrepreneurship can affect a student in any way, maybe academically?
Of course. There are so many people. I've seen a lot of examples of students that they have this skill, not even a skill. They sell, let's say, clothes or bags, and tell you, this is nothing to do with my life. I'm done with school. So mentally or psychologically, they just come to classes. Their heads are not in the book. They don't read anymore. They feel like, at the end of the day, I'm going to school because I want money. and I'm already making that much. I'm already making money. Not like they're making a lot of money, no, but they're making a little profit, and amongst their friends and people around
They're
them,
big.
they feel like local champions. Oh my God, you're wearing Gucci purse. Oh my God, Gucci shoe. So they feel like, oh, I've made so much money, I don't need school anymore. That's another way it affects them. And another way entrepreneurship affects positively is if you're an entrepreneur, you have independence.
Wow.
You will have that independence. There are a lot of things that now I'm not, well, I'm a feminist, but maybe a little bit to show now.
Okay.
So as a female, yes. So if you have your home money, for example, you're going out with, let's say, a male or something, or let's even say you're not going out. If you're in the midst of others, let's say there's this respect you will command, because they know you are your own boss. You have your own money. You understand? There's a difference between, hello daddy, we want to pay for one textbook. How much? 1,000 naira. Okay, send your account number. And you pay for one textbook. Okay, what's your account number? Pam pam, I send it to you. There's a difference. There's this sense of independence that comes with it. In that way, it influences you positively. There are actually a lot of advantages, yet disadvantages. I have a friend that she had exams. She's a student of UI. She had exams. She's a really good tailor. Like, I would, if I have expensive clothes, I won't think it's just anyhow, because if you spoil my clothes, you won't give me my money back. How much are you even making in a day that you won't give me my money back? So I had to call her, and she said, but I have exams on Saturday. She actually has exams on Saturday.
Okay.
And that day was a Thursday. I had to beg. I had to add money to the whatever. It was, to be honest, it wasn't convenient. It was a lot of stress on her. And you know, entrepreneurs, there's no referral. Your referral is your job.
Yes.
If I make this clothes, this gown, this dress she's wearing, rather, if I make it for her and you sit down, you be like, who made this dress for you? Who is showing for me? Can I have a contact? That's how you get your. So even if you are stressed, even if you are dying, even if whatever you are doing has to come out nice. But as a student, let's be honest, not everybody is chasing A. Not everybody is chasing B.
At all.
Some people are even chasing C or D.
Yes.
Just let me have the certificate and show them at home that, okay, the
I went
4
to
years
school.
that you sent me, this is what I brought back. But you can't do as an entrepreneur. You cannot do that. You
Want
won't
the
last
best.
long. You can't last more than 2 customers before everybody will give up on you. And it's easier when you're just starting than when you start, you do something bad, people know you for that bad thing, then you're trying to rise. I don't know if you on Instagram you heard the story of Messiah Ibe's tailor.
Yes.
Not really a tailor, but she got this dress from someone.
Okay.
The dress was supposed to be for someone else, a bride. This tailor gave the bride's clothes
To
to
Messiah
a
Ibe.
celebrity. Do you understand? That it blew up. Everybody was like, oh my God, we should do that on the bride's wedding day. She didn't allow the bride to wear her dress. She gave it to the celebrity and all of that. That tailor, I'm telling you, except if she changed her brand, she goes for plastic surgery. I don't know what she has to do. Maybe
Change her
reborn,
name
or she can't succeed in that line of work anymore, because people already know she did this one big bad thing.
Waiting day for that matter.
Exactly. Do you understand? So they love, and this now as a student, how many students are actually old? Students at the age of 20, 21, 22, 23, at most 26, 27. They can be older, but let's say 27.
That range.
Age does not even define maturity. Now, I'm not even talking about emotional intelligence. Let's say you're not the kind of person that can handle a lot of. You will break down.
Pressure.
A lot of you will break down. School is already tough. You will break down. So, best to just do that at school.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, I would like to ask a question. That question has been conflicting in my head for quite a while now. People that sell bags, that sell shoes, they're also entrepreneurs.
Of course.
They are.
Of course they are.
I used to think entrepreneurs are people that just maybe like you sew,
No.
you make air.
As far as you do anything that brings in money for you, aside from office work, any other thing you do,
In fact, your shop is your office.
yeah. So it's being an entrepreneur.
Okay. So right now we're going for a short break now. We'll be right back. Thank you very much.
Yeah, hello.
Hello, how far now?
What's up?
I just did on boys job, we just did also for street, now I'm going now, normal level.
Yeah, let me on go. Yeah. Where you at?
I'm just in the studio, man, working on a new project.
Damn.
What thing happen?
You need to see this, bro.
See what?
Like, you need to see this.
Billa.
Uh-huh.
Is Jermaine on the beat?
Okay, it's very true, me to confirm, but I have a couple of concerns. Kilo one, look at where was your consign. Meant, not many of your kind. You already know I want to eat your bum more, and I can see it in your eyes, put it concord. The flesh on your body is mokoto. If me go lie laugh with you rock. To be very honest, a bit waka. Oh yeah, show my jet to a shikafa. Mo build anything, bitch kappa. Ibile, omo ebi osu kaka. Customer than me. You want to see? You know how you be. Dile, rubbish in on it. Customer alaga like to the fire. I got the company, I got it, so make you allow me to do my party. Rock up, money. Alaga like to the rock up, money. Alaga like to the fire. Look at your statistics, why the book are gone? I will wash you with Tony Kankan. Oh, ya separate say hello toto. Oh, let out to your contour. You got to what the salary is a jigga. Could you listen for a lot of bigger? And your mini land, to Kashiga. Ibile, and your new fadia. To be very honest, a bit waka. Oh, yeah, show my jet to Shikafa. Mo build anything, bitch kappa. Ibile.
Welcome back. We are still on the discussion entrepreneurship and education, how easy or difficult it is to combine it together. So our phone line is on for our audience to participate, and the number is 09032405364. 09032405364. And the message is here already. It says, I'm a student and I'm not doing any business, but I find it difficult to do what my friends who are into business do, because I have to wait for my parents to send me money, which oftentimes is not always enough. With this, I'm considering going into business, but I don't know what to do and how to start. Okay.
Oh, you want me to answer the question?
You're
right?
supporting it now.
Okay, yeah, for that person, for that person, thank God he has come to realize that the stipend being given to him at home can never satisfy. That is to tell you that if you have to wait for your parent for everything, then you may have to suffer some things. So now that he wants to go into business, the first thing is that, like I said earlier, that there are some people who goes into business, like suffering push them into it. But thank God there is a push.
Yes. Yeah.
So now that there is a push, because he can't do what other people are doing, that is the push, Abi. So now there must be passion, like I said. And he must be determined that, okay, I am ready and I want to do it. Because I'm afraid of that that person's future. If now on campus that your parents are still giving you money, you still not be able to do all the things that you want to do, then what, I don't know what will happen to that person after campus. So now that he wants to do so, he should just look around before you start a business. You have to look around and know what the people need.
Okay.
So when you are an entrepreneur, you are a solution provider. You are a problem solver. So you have to look around and look at the problem. So what problem can you solve? So when you're an entrepreneur, you are rendering service to people. So you look at, what can I do? What do people need here? What is not available? What is that thing that has not been in place? Or what is that thing that is in place but it's not being done the way it should be done? And that's why we have more than a tailor in an environment. Because you feel like, I can do it better, I can do it this way. So what is that thing that is lagging around that you can come in and be a solution provider in that area? Then if there is anything, then you pick it up from there. It can start from selling a recharge card. It can start from doing anything. Selling a recharge card does not mean you have to, it doesn't take eternity. You can just start, you are in class, hello, good morning, everybody. You just have to be nice. Hello, good morning, everybody. I'm selling recharge card. Before you know, you can sell up to 20,000 recharge card in a day at the rate at which students buy recharge card. Or you can sell anything. You can sell chin in class. People are in class. They are very, very hungry. They want to eat. How are you going to solve that problem? So things like that. Just look for what is not in place in your environment and just do it.
So, blessing, we think we need to be problem solvers now.
Yes, go and start.
Okay, I'll start with making it. I want to learn how to make it.
That would be good.
Okay, there's another question here. Okay, that just came in now. It says, Ma, okay, I'm sure it's the two of you. I am currently a student and at the same time an entrepreneur.
Okay.
Since one of the guests is opposing juggling the two together, Miss Oluwaseun, should I then stop my trade and focus squarely on my education?
You're not stopping.
Okay.
You are pausing.
Okay.
Mm.
And like I said before, I opposed. I said if you can balance it successfully, if you know your grades are still high and your entrepreneurial skill is still bringing you a lot of money, sure, by all means, please. But if you know one of them is, let's say the
Affecting the
entrepreneurial
other.
skill is not good or your grades are dropping, pause.
Pause, don't stop.
Pause.
There's a lot of time. Everybody just thinks because you are 20 or you're 21 or 22, you have to make it in life by 30. No, not necessarily. Everybody has a time.
Mm.
If you buy your first car at 50, nobody's going to ask you.
Hmm.
Chill. Enjoy your youth. Your youth days.
Okay, let me say for that person, the advice I will give is this. You know, there are times that, like I said the other time, there are some people that they are born entrepreneur.
Yes.
Like, you should know where you are heading to in life. Like, for instance, if you see yourself as an administrative someone, then you don't have to use your entrepreneurial stuff to affect your academics, because we know that later on in life you need your academics more than the entrepreneur. So if you know that you are this academics person, you are this administrative person, it means you have to give your education more attention than you giving to your entrepreneurial skill. But if you know that you are not this office type, you are not this type of person that will just say office, book, file, then it means you can give more attention to your entrepreneurial skill than education. But you must make sure that you don't have carryovers that will make you stay in school extra day, that will make people to say it's because of business. But you might not necessarily be an A student.
Okay.
If you're a C student, it's okay. If you don't have carryover, it's okay. But if you know that you are an administrative person, then you should not allow your entrepreneurial process to affect your education, because you will need your certificate more than the entrepreneurial stuff.
Okay.
So, this is not really a question. It is an opinion. It says, I am a student and also an entrepreneur, but none is distracting the other. When it is time for business, I face it, and when it is time for my schoolwork, I put the business aside. The main thing is knowing how to balance it. I think the person is right.
That's the major
Person has
thing.
said it all. Thank you very much if you are the person that sent this message. Thank you very much. Okay, so there's a question here too, but I'll read it out though it's almost like the formal question.
Okay.
It says, I'm an entrepreneur and also a student. I have been recording poor grades in school.
Oh.
Do you think it's as a result of being an entrepreneur?
No. Listen, not. You have a lot of distractions.
Yes.
It might
so
not be your
many.
entrepreneurial skill, but if you feel it is the one, stop it.
Stop.
It's not. Pause it.
Pause.
Not stop it. But if you feel your entrepreneurial skill is not the one that is distracting you, then look for whatever is distracting you and stop it. Or if it's just that you need help, say tutorials, you need to read more, or you don't really remember things and things, find a way to solve the problem. You're not a child, please.
Okay.
You're at least over 16 or something, you're in university. Solve your problem.
Uh-huh. Thank you very much. Like, I think that just the messages we have for today. Okay, yeah. Really had a nice time talking to you, Miss Adola.
Thank you.
We hope when we call you next time, you will surely answer.
Definitely, I had fun.
I
got to talk.
It's good to be here.
So thank you very much.
Thanks for staying with us. You can join us next time, same station next week for another wonderful topic. But till then, bye.